Welcome to Rare Coin Master, where every coin tells a story and every story could be worth a fortune. Let's uncover the rare, the valuable, and the extraordinary, one coin at a time. Imagine holding a tiny piece of metal in your hand, no bigger than your fingertip, yet carrying within it a story of history, artistry, and unimaginable value. This is the fascinating tale of the United Kingdom Liberty 1 cent coin from 2006, a coin that seems ordinary at first glance, but as we peel back its layers, we uncover a treasure that has captured the hearts of collectors all around the world. Coins are not just currency, they are silent storytellers, whispering secrets of the past, and this coin is no exception. The year 2006 was a remarkable time in the United Kingdom's coinage history, as the minting of coins during this period reflected a bridge between tradition and modernization. Among these coins, the Liberty 1 cent stood out. Though small, its design carried a profound meaning, echoing themes of freedom, resilience, and national pride. It was a coin that drew upon the essence of British craftsmanship while borrowing stylistic influences that gave it a universal appeal. Collectors often say that coins are miniature works of art, and when we look at the Liberty 1 cent of 2006, it's impossible not to agree. On the obverse, the coin proudly features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a symbol of continuity and strength, captured in a dignified pose. Her presence on this coin is a reminder of the monarchy's enduring legacy and the unity it represents for the United Kingdom. This portrait is not just any image, it is a finely detailed engraving that highlights the skill of the Royal Mint's artists, who carefully crafted every line to reflect realism and respect. It is a face recognized across the globe, and it gave this small coin a global recognition. Turn the coin to its reverse side, and you are greeted with something just as powerful. The Liberty design is striking, embodying a spirit that transcends borders. It represents not only the concept of freedom but also a connection between the United Kingdom and broader ideals that humanity holds dear. The artistry on the reverse is sharp, precise, and elegant, blending symbolism with aesthetics to create an impression that has fascinated both new and seasoned collectors. When it comes to minting details, the 2006 Liberty 1 cent was produced with precision and care at the Royal Mint. Though millions of coins were struck in various denominations that year, the Liberty 1 cent occupies a unique space. Certain editions were produced in smaller numbers, and special variations with distinctive qualities became sought-after treasures. For collectors, rarity is everything, and the scarcity of high-grade specimens from 2006 has elevated this coin's status. Condition is key, and coins that have survived in pristine mint state are nearly impossible to find, which only adds to their value. What makes this coin truly special is not just its beauty or its history, but the way it has captured imaginations. Collectors from across the world have chased after this coin, bidding passionately at auctions, sometimes pushing prices beyond expectations. The Liberty 1 cent has become more than a coin, it has become a symbol of aspiration for numismatists everywhere. Each collector dreams of discovering one in flawless condition, tucked away in an old collection or hidden in a forgotten drawer. The thrill of the hunt adds an element of mystery and excitement that money alone cannot buy. Stories often circulate within the coin collecting community about individuals who stumbled upon this coin without realizing its true worth. Imagine someone finding it in loose change or passed down through family, only to later discover that what they thought was just a simple coin could actually change their life forever. These tales inspire collectors and dreamers alike, making the Liberty 1 cent of 2006 a legend in its own right. Over the years, experts have studied the 2006 Liberty 1 cent extensively. They've noted its fine detailing, its unusual presence among United Kingdom coinage, and its appeal that crosses borders. While some coins remain local in their popularity, this coin has drawn international attention, placing it in a category that only a handful of coins ever reach. The balance of artistry, symbolism, and scarcity has ensured its place as a cornerstone in numismatic circles, but what truly leaves people stunned is its market value today. While ordinary coins from this same year may only be worth their face value, the Liberty 1 cent of 2006 in exceptional condition has broken barriers in terms of worth. At private sales and auctions, its price has been whispered about in astonishment. Collectors with deep pockets have been known to pay unimaginable amounts just to secure one of these elusive pieces. So, how much is this coin really worth? After exploring its story, its artistry, and its rarity, we arrive at the answer that leaves jaws dropping. The United Kingdom Liberty 1 cent coin from 2006 has been valued today at an astonishing $20 million. Yes, you heard that right, $20 million for a coin so small, yet so priceless. Its worth lies not only in its metal but in its history, its beauty, and the dreams it represents. Next time you look at a coin, remember that sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the greatest secrets. Who knows, perhaps one day you'll stumble across a Liberty 1 cent of 2006 and find yourself holding not just a coin, but a fortune in your hand. Today, a shocking collector's value. That is the story of the United States of America 1 pence from the year 2000, a coin that bridges the past and the future, a coin that has quietly grown in status until now, when it has become a rare treasure worth $71,000. The year 2000 was a turning point for the world. It marked the dawn of a new millennium, a time of celebration, of uncertainty, and of rapid change. Technology was advancing at a pace the world had never seen before. The internet was spreading, digital culture was taking shape, and people everywhere were welcoming the new century with hope and excitement. Against this backdrop, the United States Mint continued its timeless duty of striking coins, and among them was the humble 1 pence of 2000. Though created for everyday use, this little piece of metal captured not only the essence of its time but also became a symbol of value far beyond its face. At first glance, the 1 pence of 2000 looks simple, but every line, every curve of its design carries meaning. The obverse side features the iconic portrait that had become a standard across coinage, designed with careful detail to capture authority, pride, and tradition. The sharpness of the features, the depth of the engraving, and even the clarity of the lettering speak of precision. Collectors study these tiny details under magnification, because even the smallest variation in design, alignment, or strike can change the story of a coin completely. Turn the coin over, and the reverse reveals the emblematic design that reflects heritage and identity. The bold lettering and symbolic imagery remind us that this is more than just currency, it is history in your hand. The design stood as a continuation of America's coinage legacy, linking the 2001 pence to generations before it. Yet, this specific year holds mysteries, for within its ordinary strikes were extraordinary versions that collectors still search for with passion. When we explore the minting details, the magic of this coin truly comes alive. The year 2000 saw mass production of coins, but mass production always leaves room for anomalies. Some coins were struck slightly off-center, creating a dramatic effect where part of the design looks misplaced. Others displayed doubling, where letters or images appear shadowed, a result of the die striking the planchet imperfectly. There were even cases where planchets themselves were clipped, leaving the coin with an unusual shape. These errors, as they are called in minting, are not flaws to collectors, they are treasures. A 2001 pence with such characteristics instantly transforms from ordinary change into a highly sought-after rarity. Even without visible minting errors, the condition of the coin sets it apart. The vast majority of 1 pence coins from 2000 entered circulation, passing from hand to hand, enduring scratches, nicks, and fading luster. But a few were carefully preserved, untouched by time, maintaining that brilliant mint shine. These are graded by professional services on the Sheldon scale, and the highest graded examples are those that command record-breaking prices at auctions. A coin in near-perfect condition tells a different story from a circulated one. It tells us that someone, whether by accident or intent, recognized its value early and kept it safe for the future. Collectors are not just fascinated by the physical details of the coin, they are drawn to its story. This coin, born in the year 2000, carries with it the weight of a turning millennium. Imagine the hands it could have passed through, perhaps a cashier at a store, a child receiving it as change for candy, or someone tucking it away in a drawer, never realizing they were holding a future treasure. Each coin is a tiny time capsule, quietly preserving the history of its era. The 2001 pence carries with it the echoes of a world stepping boldly into a new century. As time passed, the fascination with coins like the 1 pence of 2000 only grew. Collectors began hunting for them at auctions, studying them in detail, and competing to own the best preserved specimens. The numismatic community thrives on discovery, and every time a new high-grade example or a rare era coin from 2000 appears, it sets off waves of excitement. Stories spread of coins found in forgotten boxes, in family inheritances, or even by chance in circulation years later. These discoveries fuel the legend of the 2001 pence, making it one of the most talked about coins of its time. The journey from being a penny to becoming a collector's prize is nothing short of extraordinary. Auction houses have reported staggering results when these coins, especially rare error strikes or mint-state examples, come under the hammer. What was once used for small purchases is now valued alongside fine art, rare antiques, and other collectibles of prestige. The rise in its value is a testament not only to its rarity but to the passion collectors hold for pieces of history like this. And now comes the most astonishing part of this story: the value. For a coin that once represented the smallest unit of currency, the United States of America 1 pence from the year 2000 has today been valued at an incredible $71,000. That is the power of rarity, condition, and historical significance combined. A coin you might once have dismissed as pocket change is today worth more than luxury cars, exclusive vacations, or even a year's tuition at elite universities. It's a reminder that sometimes, the smallest things can carry the greatest treasures. So, the next time you hold a coin in your hand, remember the story of the 2001 pence. Look closer at the details, study its history, and never underestimate its potential value. Because in the world of numismatics, the ordinary can always become extraordinary. And there you have it, the full journey of the United States of America 1 pence from the year 2000. A coin born in the dawn of a new millennium, carrying with it history, artistry, and hidden value. From its design to its minting quirks, from its circulation to its preservation, it has traveled through time to stand today as a rare and valuable treasure. Once worth just a penny, it now commands $71,000 in the collector's market, a symbol of how history rewards those who look closely. Today it holds secrets that make it one of the most fascinating treasures in modern numismatics. That is the story of the United States of America 1 pence from the year 2005, a coin that once passed quietly through the hands of ordinary people but now shines under the spotlight of collectors for its incredible value of $65,000. The year 2005 was a year of transition and energy in the United States. Technology was booming, people were embracing new lifestyles, and the world was changing faster than ever. But even in such a fast-moving time, the humble penny, the smallest unit of American currency, continued to play its role. For some, it was just a small coin, often ignored or tossed aside. For others, especially coin enthusiasts, it was a piece of history, a tiny artifact stamped with meaning. The 2005 1 pence is proof that even the smallest coins can hold the greatest surprises. When you pick up a 2005 1 pence, the first thing you see is the obverse, the front side of the coin. It carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His face has graced the penny since 1909, marking a tradition more than a century old. By 2005, this portrait had become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. The fine lines of his beard, the solemn expression, and the proud lettering of "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" stand as a reminder of his legacy. To most people, it may look ordinary. But to collectors, every detail, the sharpness of the strike, the placement of the mint mark, even the tiniest variations, can make a world of difference. On the reverse of the coin, the design features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a majestic monument that honors the man whose portrait graces the front. The design, with its pillars and steps, represents strength, dignity, and memory. If you look closely enough, you can even see a tiny outline of Lincoln's statue sitting inside the memorial, a remarkable detail that many people never even notice. Above it, the bold words United States of America and E pluribus unum echo the values of unity and heritage. And below, the denomination 1 cent reminds us of its humble worth. Yet despite this modest face value, the coin carries a hidden story that transforms it from a penny into a rare collectible worth thousands. The year 2005 was a busy one for the U.S. Mint. Millions upon millions of pennies were struck across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. With such large-scale production, errors inevitably crept into the process, and it is these errors that sometimes turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Some 2005 1 pence coins were struck off-center, creating a striking visual where part of the design is shifted. Others exhibited double-die errors, where letters or numbers appear doubled, giving the coin a mysterious shadow effect. There were also cases of clipped planchets, where the coin came out with a crescent-shaped cut, or coins struck on the wrong type of metal blank. These unusual variations instantly captured the attention of collectors, who are always on the lookout for rare anomalies. But even without visible minting errors, condition plays a massive role in determining value. The vast majority of 2005 pennies were tossed into cash registers, spent on small purchases, or left rattling in drawers and pockets. Over time, they became scratched, dull, and worn. However, a few coins never entered circulation. These are known as mint state coins, perfectly preserved with their original luster. Under the bright lights of professional grading, these coins reveal dazzling surfaces, sharp details, and no signs of wear. Such coins, especially when graded at the highest levels, are the ones that collectors battle fiercely to own, driving their prices to astonishing heights. Imagine the story behind such a coin. Perhaps someone picked it up at a bank in 2005, noticed its flawless shine, and decided to put it away in a protective case. Or maybe it was part of a mint set purchased by a collector who had an eye for detail. For years, it sat untouched, waiting for its moment to be recognized. Now, in the world of numismatics, these coins have become the crown jewels of the 2005 1 pence issue. Collectors are passionate people, and when it comes to coins like the 2005 1 pence, their excitement is contagious. Auction houses have witnessed heated bidding wars over high-grade specimens or rare error varieties. Stories circulate of lucky individuals who discovered valuable 2005 pennies in their change, not realizing that what they held was worth thousands of dollars. Each of these finds adds to the legend of the coin and inspires others to look closely at the pennies they often overlook. The appeal of the 2005 1 pence isn't just about money, it's about connection. Holding this coin is like holding a piece of the early 21st century. It represents a time of rapid growth, of innovation, and of resilience. It carries the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the artistry of the U.S. Mint. It is both ordinary and extraordinary, a paradox that makes it endlessly fascinating. And now comes the revelation that shocks and amazes so many. A coin that once held a value of just 1 cent, a coin many people might have left on the ground, is today valued at an incredible $65,000 in the collector's market. That is the magic of numismatics, the ability to transform the simplest of objects into treasures of staggering worth. The story of the 2005 1 pence reminds us to never underestimate the value of what we hold in our hands. That tiny coin could be a window into history, a masterpiece of design, or a rare error waiting to be discovered. It's a reminder that treasures don't always come in large packages. Sometimes, they are found in the smallest of coins. And so, as we look back at the journey of this humble penny, we see a coin that began its life in the busy presses of the U.S. Mint, traveled through time, and emerged as a rare collectible of immense value. From its design honoring Abraham Lincoln, to its hidden errors, to its dazzling condition in mint state examples, it has captured the hearts of collectors everywhere. Once worth only 1 cent, it now commands $65,000, a true transformation from pocket change to prized possession. So the next time you come across a coin, take a moment to really look at it. Because hidden within its metal might be a story just like this, waiting to be told, waiting to reveal its value. And who knows? You might be holding the next great treasure in your very own hand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing coin stories.